If you're concerned about sagging neck and droopy mouth corners, this video is for you. I'm gonna show you a combination of 5 face massage stretches and face yoga poses that's gonna help you naturally lift your face. So we're going to start with the neck. The neck is the foundation. If your neck is imbalanced, if it's tensed, it will affect the way your face ages. So that's the number one thing. You don't want to just treat your face. You want to have a healthy, balanced, free of tension neck. So we're going to do 2 exercises for the neck, one for the back, one for the front. The first one is you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, bring your head down from one side to another, bring your head to the side, feel the stretch on the side here. You can even pull your shoulder down to deepen the stretch here, and then go back, chin to the chest, and feel the massage in the back of the neck here, even up to the shoulder blades there. It feels really, really good. So go as deep and slow as you need. It's really about how it feels, and you can do that for about 30 seconds as long as it feels good. So that's the first thing, because if you have tension here on the back of the neck, it will impact the front of the neck and then it will pull down on your face. So start with that. Then the second neck stretch is you're going to place your hands on your chest just like this, just to balance your back, keeping it straight. And then you're going to turn your head to one side, lift it up, and then you're going to move your lower jaw forward to deepen the stretch, just like this. And you're gonna feel the stretch all the way from the lower face up to the collarbone, even the chest here. And that is the stretch of the platysma muscle. It's basically a large, thin sheet muscle that runs through the lower face all the way through the neck and to the torso right here. So this muscle, when it's trained, and it is trained like for the most of us because of our forward position, constantly looking down at the phone, the computer, reading books, and that strain on the muscle pulls everything down, create more lines, but also more sagging of the face. So stretching this muscle is super, super important if you just want to be healthy, but if you want to keep a more healthy and lifted face. So that's the foundation. So you release tension in the back, you release tension on the front. The platysma is also really related to the mouth corners. So if the platysma is pulling down, guess what? Your corners of the mouth as well. All right, third technique, we're going to release tension on the masseter muscle. So it's the jaw muscle, and it's the chewing muscles, and it's overworked, it's overtense for honestly all of us. Why? Because we chewing every day, multiple times a day, and if we never do anything to relax those muscles, what happens? They just get overused, overtensed, and they tend to pull down and weigh on the face and impacts our mouth corners and even jaws. So it's really important to release the tension on those muscles. And how you're going to do it, you're going to do that in 4 steps. So first you're going to drop your jaw down. So not overly, just relax it like that. Then you're going to place the palm, the hard part of your palm, on your muscle. So you'll feel it. If you clench, you'll feel it's this big muscle here. So you place the palm of your hand on it. Your fingers are resting behind your head. Third step, you press firmly, like your hand firmly on your jaw. And then fourth one is you bring your palms slightly down. So don't press super, super hard and like that. Just like enough to feel the stretch, and you're just gonna hold that for 10 seconds, and then you can just rest and do that another 2 times, so like 3 times. The best with that, because you're releasing deep tension, is just relax, deep breath, close your eyes, and just enjoy and just focus on releasing the tension. So after you release the tension on the jaw, then we're gonna go on the actual muscles that are pulling the mouth corners of the mouth, the depressor and gluteus oris, and by releasing the tension there. So the best with that is to have dry skin. So you want to do that after you cleanse your skin, before you apply your products. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna grab as much tissue as you can, and then you're just gonna pull it away from the face. It's kind of a kneading motion, but you want to go slow with control, as deep as you can. So you don't want to do just that. You really want to do this. And then go to the side here. And you're gonna feel the muscles. You're gonna feel the tension here. And those muscles, when they're over tense, that's what happens. They pull down. So you want to release the tension so those muscles go back to their natural length and stop pulling down. So that is our fourth exercise, releasing the tension here. And just by the way, this pinching massage, if your neck also has more like sagging, if you feel tension, or if you have lines that you're concerned about, you can do this pinching massage all over your neck, just like that. So just like gentle pinches. And then if you feel any adhesion, any more like tension spot, then you just could massage it for a few seconds, go there, and then just go all over your neck like that. So that's something you can do all over your neck as well. But on your cheeks, like on your mouth corners, you want to use both hands and go slowly like that. So that was the fourth one. The fifth one is to lift your zygomaticus muscles. So that's the cheek muscles, run from the corners of the mouth here up all across your cheekbone. What's happening is those muscles, they over time tend to weaken. So on the face, there are muscles that tend to get overused and overtensed, like we've seen, the neck, the jaw, even the front muscles. But there are muscles like the cheek muscles that tend to weaken because we don't use them enough. So that creates this imbalance. For example, for the corners of the mouth, those muscles, if they are toned and they're like lifted up, then they will help to keep the mouth corners more in an upward position. But if those muscles are getting weaker and they're not holding the face anymore, then the muscles of the corners of the mouth and the muscles that pull down, like the jaw and the neck, kind of take over, and they pull everything downward even more. So that's why we want to relax those muscles here that tend to pull down, but we also want to tone and strengthen the muscles that are supposed to lift up. So that's our zygomaticus right here. So the face yoga pose is going to be like that. So you're going to tuck your lips in, and then you're going to lift the corners of your mouth up and out. So, and then you're gonna hold that position for 30 seconds. If you're new to this, it's going to be hard to just activate those muscles without either shaking your mouth or without frowning or tensing other parts of the face. So what you want to do is you want to use your index fingers, place them right underneath your cheeks to kind of help a little bit with your fingers, so you're not just relying on the strength of your cheeks that still needs to, get better, but you're helping your cheek muscles to lift a little bit more. So you don't have to use, only your fingers. You just use them to help a little bit. So that's just like that. So you tuck your lips in, then lift the corners of the mouth up and out. Like that. The best way is to look at yourself in the mirror at first, making sure that you're keeping the rest of your face relaxed. You're not overcompensating and tensing other part of the face. And then once you check in and everything looks fine, then you can close your eyes and really visualize those muscles lifting up and out. You don't want to do this like that, because you're going to tense the cheek muscles here, and you don't want to do that. You really want to lift up and feeling that you're working the cheek muscles. So do that daily. Apart from the pinching massage, you want to do that a couple times a week, but for the rest, you want to do this every day, especially the neck stretches and releasing the tension. And you can do that actually multiple times a day, especially if you spend a lot of time looking down, like on your phone, on your computer, as well as trying to be mindful, obviously, of not doing that too much, but releasing and doing stretches is really helpful to keep being mindful of your posture as well. Do this whole routine right now if you can, and you're gonna feel so much more lifted right away. But obviously, you know, it's all about the consistency and the long-term consistency, because I find out that a lot of people, when they start something new, is like face yoga, they feel so motivated, especially when you start feeling so good after the first session, and you want to do that like all the time, and then just life happens and then you stop doing it, and then if you don't do it for a few days, you beat yourself up and you're like, that's too late, that's not for me, I can keep up with that, and then you completely stop. So obviously, you know that if you stop, it's just like working out, you won't get the results. So just be gentle with yourself. If you fall out of the routine for a few days, just get back at it. It's really about the long-term consistency of what you're doing. Let me know in the comments if you try this routine, how that makes you feel, and if you have any other area in your face that you'd like to improve, I'll be happy to make a video. And also, just a reminder, I offer free online coaching sessions. It's totally free, there's no catch, and you can apply through the link in my bio. I hope to meet you very soon, and I'll see you next time.